episodes is amazing, especially working with you, the fans, the community. Unreal, 300 episodes.
In the studio, working on records, we always play 2K. But I remember when I first got introduced to the park, you able to meet new people online, and I think that's when it really began. Like, I was like, okay, I can play this. I could really rock with this. This park is going to be fire.
"2K Sports" welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a little behind-the-scenes action. The team preparing for perhaps its biggest game of the season so far. Right here on 2K Sports. The city of New Orleans, really a sight to see and a wonderful place to visit. We're happy to be here tonight. Folks, it does not get any bigger than this. NBA Finals Game 5. We've watched these two battle it out. Now 2 games apiece, essentially a 3-game series, 2 of the next 3 to win the World Championship. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Today's NBA is
changing like the game is. David, good insight. Thank you. A look at the starting group for the Magic. King is out there with Armstrong. Then it's Mr. Perfect. Then there's Cummings. And for New Orleans, they've got Zion Williamson. And it's Chase in at the 5 spot. Take a look at the Magic. Everyone wants to see how they're going to respond to this challenge, Greg. Game 5 on the road, NBA championship on the line.
And you know, I think it's going to be key for them to just block out all the noise. You don't focus on what's being said or written about you. You just focus on the present moment because that's all you can control.
Terrific advice for these players.
And drawing first blood, you know coach likes that momentum out of the gate.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long? Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Paul. Here's Mr. Perfect. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
To the right side. Here's Williamson. King with the block. Kicks it out to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Mr. Perfect. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Williamson against King. Another miss by Williamson. The Magic have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Mr. Perfect. Offline with his 3.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Garnett the pass to Williamson. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Paul. Mr. Perfect connects from 3-point range. Mr. Perfect's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Ripped away. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Armstrong. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Armstrong against Williamson. Paul kicks to Thornton. Williamson, the pass to Paul. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Zion plays within the system right there, very unselfish.
Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Paul. Here's Mr. Perfect. it's off from three-point range. Pelicans trail by 7. And it's Williamson missing.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Floats it up for Williamson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Try to find other ways to talk about Zion's leaping ability. How about timing? Showing it there.
Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Paul. Here's Mr. Perfect. Traps in the tray.
0-0.
Mr. Perfect's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Paul with the ball. The pass to Williamson. Shoots over King. And there's Williamson on the assist by Paul. And it's 6 points for Zion Williamson.
Zion a little bit funky there as the left hand flips that one in.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 12. Right wing. From past the arc. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Paul dishes to Williamson. And he gets it to go. He's got 8.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well. We'll start this one.
Here's Mr. Perfect. 15 points in the game. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries. Inside. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
So creative right there. Paul's fantastic at finding ways to get inside and capitalize, whether it's him or a teammate.
Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Paul. Trains him from beyond the arc.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Thornton. Williamson with it. Shoots over King, and it's Williamson missing. Magic leading by 10. Here's Mr. Perfect. 18 points for him. Lets it go with the 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans. Nice game. Great performance from Mr. Perfect.
Not sure what the defense is thinking, or if they are. They continue to let him shoot. That is bad defense.
Here's Quickly. He dishes it to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Williamson double team. A wide open look here for Chin. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to.
Here's Mr. Perfect. 1 points in the game. And Thomas has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Mr. Perfect. There's the triple. The rebound by Paul George. And it's Terry with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Trailing by 10. Quickly with a wide open look. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Zion continuing to work on his all-around game and his job of finding his teammate there.
Fires from deep. And the 3 is knocked down. Deep ball good and a nice shot from Mr. Perfect.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Here's Alexandris. Carter pulls it in.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Williamson finds Quickly. Floats it up for Williamson. An emphatic LU jam.
decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. No good for Mr. Perfect. Pelicans trail by 8. Here's Alexandris. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They'd like to continue the success they had on Friday night here.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
And so it's the Orlando Magic going into the break with a 10-point lead. We're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we're back with you as these two teams do battle. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. They've got Chris Paul, and it's George in at the 4. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Paul. Good, nice play there from Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's got 26 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Mr. Perfect in the last outing against the Pelicans was all business. He picked up 67 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
They're going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Outside for Thornton. Garnett outside. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Mr. Perfect. A three-pointer off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to George. Ball outside. From deep. Orlando grabs the miss. Mr. Perfect's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Takes a 3. Paul with the defensive effort.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 29 points. They get the rebound.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Paul passes to Chase. Here's Garnett. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Paul. Here's Mr. Perfect. A three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and that three-point shot really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that could spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Puts it up from 17, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Magic lead by 4. On New Orleans, back in a moment. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mr. Perfect.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And so in the game for the Magic, Cummings is out there with King. Then there's Armstrong. Then it's Mr. Perfect. I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones. And now their defense is in overdrive.
Thornton passes to Paul. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Paul's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Pelicans. Here's Mr. Perfect. The pass to King. Here's Mr. Perfect. Doesn't go that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Fires for 3. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Thornton. Now here's Williamson. Shoots over King. And it's Williamson missing.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. It's up a 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Bounce pass from Paul. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Williamson.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Armstrong laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Armstrong's got his second bucket of the night.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Passes it to Williamson. Shoots over King. And there's Williamson on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game.
Pretty dialed in right now as Zion is hitting everything. The team hoping to maintain this.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Both teams will make substitutions. Magic leading by 6.
Magic substitution.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Fades back. Rebounded by Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here he goes. Basket good.
0-0.
Mr. Perfect's got 40 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning for playing.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the run.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound is going to come down. Well timed.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Pass to Williamson. Back to Garnett. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 6 assists here tonight.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Mr. Perfect. 43 points in the game. Launches a 3. That's tipped. And they get it back. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Quickly. Pelicans trail by 10. Garnett outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Orlando?
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Well, looking up and down the stat sheet here, I'm seeing those second chance points jump out at me. They've done a great job on the offensive glass.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Terry's checked in. Here's Mr. Perfect. Nailed from three-point land. Mr. Perfect's got 46 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
The pass to Williamson. Back to Garnett. Lets it go with a 3. That one no good. So Orlando will take it the other way. Anthony, the pass to Mr. Perfect. Basket counts. Mr. Perfect's got the lead up to 13 now for the Magic.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And it's Garnett penetrating. Here's Williamson. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, Zion bringing it right there, crashing the glass. Relentless energy to get the ball.
The Pelicans have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Quickly, rebound by the Magic. Here's Mr. Perfect. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Down low. McNeil's shot's good. And the Magic lead by 13.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And it's Williamson missing.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Orlando shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And the first one at the line is good. George is checked in for the Pelicans. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Magic. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Cole Anthony.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Quickly the pass to Williamson. To the inside, George. Back to Williamson. Here's Alexandris. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Trying to get open his Carter. Counted. Good. 52 points for Mr. Perfect.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Williamson. Oh,
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Yeah, looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
And this is postseason play at its finest. Refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Looking for Quickly. He gets it there. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Here's Mr. Perfect. It's hauled in by Paul George. George has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Kicks to Williamson. Alexandris. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Alexandris. It's rebounded by Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's got 6 rebounds in the game.
hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line. He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. Right back after this break. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
He's checked in for Orlando. Mr. Perfect comes in for Dennis Schroeder. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Paul out there with Emmanuel Quickly. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Thornton in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Williamson kicks to Paul. 4 on the clock. In the corner, Thornton with it. On the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Hits it again. Wow. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Pass to Thornton. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Floats it up for Williamson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
It's pretty clear that Zion has an understanding of the shots that he should be taking. It's a smart offensive play there.
Here's Mr. Perfect. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Thornton. Thornton's got his 5th rebound in this one. But Trey sinks the triple. And now just a 4-point Magic lead.
Not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of a swagger there.
Good on the shot.
He is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Passes to Williamson. Bounce pass from Paul. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, he's too good athletically. If Zion gets that close, it is big trouble.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Three-pointer. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 16-6 run. Ball passes to Williamson. And it goes down 2 points. Williamson's got 28 points for the game.
It just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Off target from three-point range. King against Paul. Pass to Thornton. Here's Williamson to tie it up. And he lays it up and in. Williamson's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting.
Thornton passes to Williamson. Unloads from 13. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down. I mean, this guy is unreal. What a show.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Pelicans. 6-point game. And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams making some changes here. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Mr. Perfect.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, you know what side he's on.
Thanks so much, David.
That is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Paul. Mr. Perfect, the pass to King. Here's Armstrong. That one's not going to go. And New Orleans will come the other way. Garnett dishes to Paul. Inside, Williamson. Outside for Thornton. No good on the triple. Magic leading by 4. Here's Mr. Perfect. He got it again. Sensational. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
To the paint, here's Williamson. Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Paul. Here's Mr. Perfect. And again, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Down low, here's Paul. You can't get that one. Some solid defense from Mr. Perfect. To the middle. Good work defensively by Paul. Pelicans trail by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Orlando's got 8 shots off from three-point land in mid-half. Into the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
And there's the pass to Williamson. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Wow, you want to lead a franchise? This is how you do it. Zion coming through.
Mr. Perfect, the pass to Thomas. A 3. Magic working now with the new shot clock. And stolen by Williamson. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Big-time shot from Zion Williamson. The big guy wants it.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Fires for 3. Pelicans with the rebound.
3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here. He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Here's Mr. Perfect. explosive play to keep them alive. And timeout called by Chris Finch. That's a 2 from Paul. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And the Magic start out with the ball. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Orlando, King is out there with Cummings. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Armstrong. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the point. He lobs it up.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
That's his third personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Mr. Perfect, defended by Paul. And good! There's another.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. He feeds it to Williamson. And it's King with the rebound. King's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Mr. Perfect. Armstrong. It's rebounded by New Orleans. As we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Garnett kicks to Paul. Williamson outside. Garnett outside. 5 on the clock. Chase the pass to Thornton to take the lead. No good. Great D that time from Cummings. Knocks it loose. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Releases. With the tip.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now a timeout called by Orlando.
For the
Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. No good for Mr. Perfect.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
The Magic shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Takes a 3. And another one.
What a performance. He's now tied for 3rd most points in single-game playoff history.
Well, G.A., the way he's been scoring the ball, you had a feeling he'd leave his name in the record books. Williamson double team. The 17-footer. Rebound by the Magic. King's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So it gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Now here's Paul. D right on him. They get it back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And he cannot get the first one to drop. A tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
No good for Mr. Perfect. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Mr. Williamson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, you don't have players on your roster that physically can match up with what Zion's going to bring. He's going to draw some foul.
Good on both.
You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Again, what an avalanche.
And guys, he's now tied the all-time mark for points in a playoff game.
Wow, he has been cooking since the opening tip, and they've been powerless to slow him down. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're down by 4. 52 seconds left in overtime. Orlando on D. At one point, they led by 16. Kicks it out to Paul. Shoots from the elbow. And the Pelicans miss again.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
That's right. No other option but to foul for some misses.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're behind by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Thornton dishes to Williamson. Ball against Cummings. Great D that time from Cummings. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They lead by 4. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first overtime. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap, and I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
And again, New Orleans has no luck. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his 4th personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it. And so it's Orlando winning this one. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe just a little bit easier, knowing they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Just gigantic, you're right. And that concludes our coverage of Game 5 of the NBA Finals. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.